Hello Tribe, thanks for joining in again. Today I'll show you some more of the Grom, which is currently in build and not finished yet. In progress currently is the elevators, which I'm not fond of. Not everything is as good as it's promised. So you get those printed parts and think, yeah, well, and then you have to assemble this. And you think, gosh, are you serious about this? How can this hold up to the task? So let me show you. So these are the elevators, and I must say that's the most flimsy part I've been fuddling on, working on, and I've been sanding this part, as you maybe can see, as it was a bit too rough for my liking. So next up is putting those TPU things here, gluing them on. You see the other side is has been sanded down a bit more, and I'm not very happy with that. This needs a better solution, something that really offers you the option of being satisfied and pleased with it, and don't get scared of it could break. This is a part, here's a part, there, and the end. There's 4 parts, of course, yeah, right. After all, I can say, okay, you have to mount them on 4 pads, which are glued on to the wing. Yeah, now we got it focused, right? And you can see this is taking a lot of stuff, and good, but it is rather flimsy, flexy, like so. And if you think right and remember this is a wing that has to hold up to so many things, then this looks you know, those things that make you go So I couldn't help myself and just took some fiberglass tape and reinforced it. I got some issues here and that, but that's my fault. You can see this one is assembled already, and this helps a lot for me. It's not necessarily needed, but it gives me confidence that this elevator will last a bit longer depending on how I'm flying. And I'm really dedicated to try this on 6S after I have successfully done the Maiden, which will happen on 4S. Well, okay, so current task is just to glue this on, laminate it. After applying the lamination here in form from fiberglass tape on the elevator, I guess I'm a bit more confident in this to hold up to the task. Well, meanwhile, I've been assembling the wing completely, like gluing this part on and doing those little hatches, little things here from TPU on, so we can get the elevator on. You can see this one has been sanded. It's pretty smooth surface, and I really like it. It was the cheaper PLA Plus which we used, and that turned out to do a lot more stringing and take all the moist in the air. So my mate just came up with the idea, put it in the baking oven and dry it out before printing. So yeah, I guess this helped a lot. And what you can see here is the Isan PLA Plus, which turned out to be better. This is actually the second print, the parts I've been waiting on, and can see it's not flimsy, it's just solid like it is supposed to be. Lines up with everything, and beneath this little hatch I've been putting the servo, which I've been telling you about. And yeah, I like the fact to be able to disassemble the wing by just opening up on this screw, which then again, let me see if I can show you, loses this one, which holds on to the carbon fiber rod, which is inside. Yeah, like so. You can see some artifacts of the glue, and I've been pitching around with this a bit. Well, yeah. The fuselage itself is sanded by now, and it's really smooth. It's still got some issues here, but you know, it's depending upon the Maiden. If you continue to do so, make it even better. And I said to myself, well, let's fly then, because there's no point in sanding something that will certainly crash and well, if not survive the first flight. This one I didn't show you yet. This is Canopy. The Canopy, yeah. The Canopy is just put in here. You can see there's some hooks here. There, yeah. So you just put it here and it will hold up, and you can screw it in here with this part, which is glued to the fuselage, and will go through the hatch here to the canopy, and then you're good to go. Other people have some things printed here, and I got this lousy screw. So yeah, it will do the job for the first time, and maybe later on I'll find a better solution that looks a little more clean and sexy. In the inside, it's still fugly, and you can see all those strings and things from the first print. Not so good. Doesn't matter because it's inside. You can see the wires from the motor in the back and the servo wires coming up. Further, I glued on this battery mount, this battery holder, which just have to sit there, and you can take your Velcro and just give it a tight squeeze, so this will hold your battery in place. And I hope it will live up to the task, because we will do something like 4S 4200 in the first place, and later add up to 6400 with the main flight, if we got the flight computer on and stuff, which is not delivered yet. I hope to be ready soon with the flight computer, and otherwise I will launch it manually. Although if I look out today, and the report doesn't say it's good flying weather, and yeah, there is no wind, but well, there's no sight anyway. So yeah, no, not today, friends. But I guess pretty soon. Take a closer look to the elevator here. It's the one I already attached. You can see I've been lousy in the lamination here. There's just a corner missing. Doesn't matter. It will do what it has to do. So yeah, the hinges are good, as these TPU parts will do the job, and they're just glued in place. You can see all the places I've glued. There are some, marks from the glue itself. So yeah, pretty aggressive stuff. Well, anyways, let's turn it around like so. You can see the belly. You can see I've just glued this part in first and then laminated it afterwards. And you can see this. I will sand those bits and bobs away gently, not aggressively. So yeah, this one will live up to the task, I guess. And you can see here the mark for the CG, and the belly itself is super smooth. But the back isn't. So yeah, I've been even not so good at sanding it. You can see the motor mount here. I've got the Emax 2207 Eco 2 motor with 1700 kV, which is one of those motors listed. And I had a line around, and I thought I'll give it a go. The 7-inch prop, on the other hand, has taken some damage from the super glue. I just realized this. Doesn't matter, we will fly with a different prop, not 7-inch by 4-inch fan flash. We will take something like 6.5 by 6.5 inch. Something there. This is more interesting, I guess. And we'll see where we end up with this on that day. Anyways, back to the thing here. Yeah, that's how it looks in detail. Just 2 screws in, and it will hold on tight and stay in place. Let's hope for it to do so. Yeah, I need to bend some push rods here. to complete that. I will not print those parts here or get those printed parts. I will do something myself and do carbon rod over them to enforce it. So that's the plan for now. The second print turned out to be much better, but on the other hand, I will keep the second fuselage for a spare, and perhaps I will get some additional wings just to be able to swap out in case something unfortunate happens. Well, we'll see about that. When will we do the Maiden? I don't know. Let me first finish this bird here with the push rods and the stuff, and decide if I go full manual just with the receiver, or I will go with a flight computer, which could land here about next week. I don't know which one it will be. I have two. I could try. I don't know which will I will go for, the INAV, or I will go for something completely different. No, it's not autoplane. Wait and see. Am I really satisfied with this print and bird so far? Well, depends from which kind of perspective you look at it. As mentioned, I like the stuff printed as it is. It's okay. I don't like those elevators because they are kind of flimsy. Well, but this could be a personal thing, you know. Perhaps they are good and I won't even recognize because I'm scared as to launch this on 4 and 6s. But we'll see about that. We'll find out, because that's the only way to find out, right? And I hope to have you with me at that time, and I hope this to happen pretty soon. But as shown, this is not today, and I will finish on the elevators, the push rods and the flight computer, and get this stuff fixed together. While fixing that together, I've tried to balance out with my batteries, and it turned out that the 4S 4300 pack, which is a Molicel P42A lithium ion pack, really balances nice. In case you go 6S like I intend to do, you'll have to well, put it a little more into the center of the plank, the wing, the Grom. But we'll see about that. Then I had some nice comments on how to launch it, at the friends that are interested in what happens with the plane. So they advised me not just to toss it like I do the other planes, you know. I like to take the wing, the plank, whatever, and just chuck it into the air and see how it behaves without motor, just to see if it glides well, and so on and so on. And they say, dude, you ain't gonna succeed with that. The thing will just dive down and it needs speed. So there's nothing like just chucking it around and see what happens. You will just spoil it. So yeah, we will do the fire and forget method then and pump up the motor and let it work and just slip it into the air and hope to be well, prepared for whatever comes at that moment. We'll hope to end up with not too many plastic bits afterwards, which we have to collect in the field. Well, everything about this is coming up surely in the next video when I have finished and I'm ready to launch. And I won't make it a sexy bird at this point. If it survives, we can talk about style and some decals and stuff. But for now, it's just let it fly and hopefully survive. I'll thank you for watching this and being with me here again. I hope to see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye. And we're seeing you.
Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. That would be